Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Can we have a lot of energy in the room to make sure that we have the positivity that Shelley was talking about? Because in my opinion, this is an opportunity for all of us to gather together to create for us avenues that we can reach the goals that we want. How many of you are in agreement with that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because to me, the reason we are in the circumstances we are in is very simple. There were a lot of people not paying attention to what was going on. Okay? Now, however you interpret it, but I heard long time ago that for evil to take over, all it takes is a few good people to do nothing. How many of you heard that? Exactly. So I commend each and every one of you because you are proactive, you are here today, and you are here in the auspices of a very holy place as well. In fact, I'm reminded of having come here before for a couple of friends' baptisms, and that was in the other room, as you can imagine. And so I have some good memories in this area. My family, just to give you an idea about my family as well. Before that, how many of you can guess that I was born right here in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan? Anyway, I was actually born in a city called Agra. Some of you have heard of Agra? Anybody in this room? How many of you heard of Taj Mahal? Yeah. Great. Taj Mahal is located in the city called Agra in India, which is where my accent comes from. And sometimes it is difficult to follow my accent, I can understand. And if you do find that difficult, let me know. I will stop. I'll repeat it. Unfortunately, in the same accent. My in-laws have a Chinese restaurant not too far from here, actually. It's a Long Lake and Livernois. It's called Kim's Family Restaurant. Some of you may have been there. And it's a very popular restaurant. In fact, it was voted the best by WDIV Detroit. So whatever that means for the local area, they're well known and they've been around for over 35 years. And the reason I mention that to let you know is that, in my opinion, the best part of US is it's a melting pot of different cultures, different ideas, and we need to keep that available. And the better our economy does, the more we attract those kind of people around from all over the world who are talented enough, who have something to contribute, which makes the country unique and thriving and growing, in my opinion. So what is my purpose today? My purpose is very simple. Most of you in this room are looking to achieve a goal. The goal could be either to excel in your business, get better results, or the result could be that you're looking for, some of you maybe looking to transition into a new business or a new occupation, new job, or possibilities of that. How many of you are looking to currently transition from your previous career into a new career right now? Okay, quite a few of you in the room. I think I can see a few hands here. Some of you have been in business for a while. How many of you have been in business for at least 5 years? Oh, good number. Very good. So you got about 1/3 of the room who has been in the business for over 5 years. Let me give you a little bit of my story so you can relate to what I'm talking about. I was a computer programmer. I did bachelor's in electrical engineering, master's in systems engineering and management, and I was a computer programmer for roughly about 12 years when I decided I did not want to do that anymore. I was frustrated. This was not what my passion was. Did anybody run out of passion at some point in your career? That's the position I was in. But how many of you find that it's not easy to transition when you make money doing something and you have to create revenue from another source altogether? That's not easy transition. And from being a computer programmer, sitting at a desk, sitting in an office, to transition to what I'm doing today is not what I would say an easy ride. But that's what I did roughly about 10 years ago. So I've been doing this for a while, but the best part about what I was doing is that I decided to seek help. This is something I find unique for a lot of people. In fact, one of the things about the book that we wrote, 30-Day Total Business Makeover, and I interviewed a multimillionaire who's very successful, built a successful business, sold it, and then started another business as well. And I said, what is one thing that separates wealthy and successful people? What is that one thing that separates wealthy and successful people? His answer was, wealthy and successful people seek actively guidance and counsel consistent to their goals. Most people will make changes in their lives without looking for specific guidance, hoping to succeed. Doesn't work. Which is why one of the things I wrote was Top 10 Blunders Business Owners Make, which is a short booklet. And the reason I wrote that is because I saw one of my friends make a number of blunders. I said, I better put something together. Luckily, Detroit Free Press picked it up, and they really wrote some nice articles about that as well. And in my opinion, you need to find the people who have what you would call the fruit on the tree. You need to find people who have done what you want to do for a while so that they can teach you what you need to do in order to be guided in the journey that you are in. The first thing I want to talk about is there are 3 stages in achieving every goal. So how many of you have set a goal that you did not accomplish? Anybody in this room? If your hand is not up, you should be the one speaking, because I have accomplished goals, but at the same time, there are a number of goals that I did not accomplish. So here are the 3 stages that I want to quickly tell you about. The first stage I call is I must. What does that look like? This is the stage where you are willing to put in time, money, energy, and resources on a consistent basis in order to achieve that goal. For example, some of you might have set a goal for losing weight, getting in shape, getting out of debt, having more money, saving more money, etc., funding children's education, retirement, etc. You did that. And this is what I found sometimes, is you set the same goal in 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has it happened with anybody? It's like the same goal. Unfortunately, each year it looks even worse. So one year you had to lose 5 pounds to get in shape. The next year it seems like you had to lose 7 pounds to get in shape. Next year maybe it was 10 pounds to get in shape. Has anybody encountered what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So why is it that every year we come back to the same point, maybe further behind than we were last time? And the reason is very simple, it was not a must. We were not focused on that goal. To give you an example about losing weight or getting in shape, the first thing may be that you may want to join a gym or buy a machine or something like that. Okay? What you would need to do is spend some money, right? Okay. Now if you join a gym but you don't show up, it doesn't work very well, does it? So you have to spend money and time. The next is you show up but you don't do anything, doesn't work either. So you have to do some exercise, you have to put some effort, energy into it to get that. That's why you know it's a must when you are willing to put in the time, money, energy, and resources. For example, you are here because you want to grow your business through networking. You are here because you were willing to put in the time. Now you just show up, doesn't work. You have to show up and be interested in meeting other people, getting to know other people, listen to the information given to you so you can implement that on a regular basis. So that's the first stage, I must. The second stage is I can. What does that look like? I can is having a strategy that you know has already proven to be true and working for other people that you can implement in your own life, your business. Because unless you have the strategy, how can you expect to get results? Which is why people hire personal trainers, financial managers, planners, business coaches, etc. I happen to be a business coach. In my opinion, nobody should be starting a business or be in a business without a coach. Why? In my opinion, people will flounder. It takes a long time, and I'll explain that in a minute as well. The bottom line I'm talking about is have a strategy that works for you. Do you have a goal that you focus on a daily basis on what you should accomplish by the end of the day? I have a client, I've told her, based on her numbers and everything else, by the end of the day you should be looking at yourself and saying, did I accomplish $1,000 a day in business or not? If you didn't, it didn't work. So when you start the day, when you end the day, you have to look at that on a consistent basis. Let's look at the third part, which is I will. What does that look like? I will is now you are doing what you said you were going to do consistently. How many of you heard the definition of commitment? Doing what you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in has left you. Right? You feel like exercising, and you're like, maybe I'll just take a nap and the feeling will go away. It doesn't work very well for exercising, does it?
No.
When you procrastinate, you're not doing what you said you were going to do. It's easy to fall into that process of delaying, not doing what you know you need to be doing. And sometimes we don't have a strategy, so we don't even know what we are doing, which works anyway. So what I'm trying to point out to you is that ask yourself, the goal that you have set for yourself today, is that a must? Whatever that is for 2009, whatever for this year or a month, is that a goal that is a must? And the only way you will find out is look at your calendar. Does it exist on your calendar? If the goal doesn't exist on your calendar, it is not a goal. It's just a wish, desire, fantasy, but not a goal. Okay, so let's transition a little bit into that. How many of, okay, go ahead. Thanks.